enough. Fair enough. That's his opinion, and I have mine.
Fuck off, man. Just fuck off. You, bro, go. Go. Off
You know,
go.
just for laughing. Just for laughing, ref. I didn't even do nothing.
But that's the sense. That's the sense.
Yo guys, welcome back to another TFW video. As you can tell by the title and the whistle round my neck, we got hot takes as a fan favourite coming again for episode, I think 6?
Something like that. Yeah, no, six. Yeah.
But before we get into the hot takes, be sure to click that subscribe button and also comment down below. Who do you think so far, out of the 4 of us, and including Jude and some of our other guests, who has had the worst hot take?
You know what?
So far?
I don't think it's me. I think I'm up there, but I think it's him. I'll be real.
You reckon?
I think so. The Saka Kalu is brazy.
That one was just dumb. He knows it as well.
They know.
No, you as well. Actually, you as well with the clock. With the clock.
The clock one's
Clock
crazy.
one, people are realising that he's only won one Premier League title.
Zeno.
Zeno.
To be fair, it could be Jude's one as well when he was saying about Salah overtaking Henry.
People air that one because like people know that's just cut.
Oh, he said he's just trying to rubbish.
To be fair. All right, so we're going to start with PB. You got your hot take, yeah?
Yep, already.
How many have you got for us today?
Listen, I already got 4, but I'll give you lot 2, yeah?
Nah.
Okay.
You might even end up just giving about 1 because you might get
sent off straight.
Exactly. You guys know the rules, but for people that are here for the first time, hot takes, we have 60 seconds to give our football hot take. And if it's a bit wild, give them a yellow card, and then they get a chance to read their second hot take. And if they get a yellow card, then 2 yellows, it's a red. But if the hot take is just too crazy, we're going to give them a red card and just send them for an early shower. So yeah, PB, I hope you just remember the rules. Yeah? Remember who the referees are today.
Keep my temperament. Yep, I'll try.
Yeah? Cool. Hot take. Let's get 60 seconds on the clock. Cool. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my hot take is that if Arteta does not win the Premier League or another title this season, he's just a spicy Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And the reason I say that is because listen, the time he's been at the club, okay, yes, he won the FA Cup in half the season. Aubameyang won that FA Cup for them. He won the Community Shield. Cute. Plastic. Listen. Ole got to the finals and he didn't do what he needed to do. So if Arteta ends up doing the same or getting close, in my opinion...
Wait, finals of what?
Ole got to the Europa final.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking.
Yeah, Ole, don't interrupt. Ole got to the Europa final.
That's the sense.
Why would you do that? I'm not agreeing with that, I'm not agreeing with that,
No. His time isn't done.
He's ascending and he's going to continue.
Blue card, yeah?
Blue card.
Okay.
It's a blue card. You got 5 seconds left instead of 15. So
be respectful.
Go ahead.
Okay, and then on top of that, I just want to say, listen, last year, bottle job. Ole's finished second, third, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's my comparison.
Cool. Time is done. I can't lie to you. I'm giving you a yellow. It's not enough for a red. But I'm definitely giving you a yellow because that is outlandish. Man said spicy Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
What's the difference between the two?
The difference between the two is that with Solskjaer, I get it. He came in after, who was it? Mourinho?
Came in after Mourinho.
Cool. And he was there for what, 2 seasons, right?
He was there for 2.5.
2.5 seasons. And in those 2.5 seasons, what did you guys do?
He finished second and he finished third.
You finished second and you finished third.
And he got to a Europa League final.
FA Cup final.
Okay, cool. So 1, he didn't win the FA Cup. Cool. I'm just going to say that one. Also, it's not like he rebuilt your team and then he left and then now you guys are successful. Arteta, literally rebuilt this team. You can say Aubameyang won in the FA Cup. I hear that because you can say in a space of 6 months, how much can you really do with a team? But then the year after, it's a thing where you're seeing a clear plan. And I get it. You're going to say, oh, yeah, he finished 8th and then he finished 8th and then he finished 5th. But when you put that into context, it's not just about where you're finishing in the season. It's about how you're actually playing and is it a progression? The 8th and then 8th. I feel like it was a bit stagnant.
You know with Oli, a lot of the time that he gets clouded with the idea that he just brought back the feel-good factor. And I kind of see that with Arteta. He's just brought back the love of your club back.
That's hard.
I'm not saying that's only what he's done.
Because can I say
saying? He has brought it.
Let me say this as well. No.
You can't say
as well as good.
Do you not love your club
as well as good football though? As well as
listen.
I didn't say that's only.
Max, I might do you for joining the class.
That's crazy.
I did
not say only.
You might get a pre-ordered yellow card.
When Oli came to Man United, I started to love my club a bit more than I did before when Mourinho was there. And similar to you, when Emery was there, you enjoy it now.
But can I say one thing? players are joining because they're seeing the Arteta and Edu project. Yeah, players like Odegaard, who came here on loan and said, you know what, no, I see the vision, I'm gonna join here. Players like Declan Rice, yeah. When City are calling, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was expecting him to go to City.
Yeah,
when I heard
nice.
that City are interested, I was like, oh, cool. But these personal phone calls with I don't know what Arteta's telling these boys, yeah? It might be something spicy, I don't know. But whatever he's telling these players to come and join Arsenal, whatever look, he said spicy Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, innit?
Yeah,
so
a little bit
for your words.
with a bit of spice.
But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? They're buying into not only what the team is doing now, but the mission in the long run.
But there are two differences here in their situations for why I think you can compare Ole and Arteta. And it does sound crazy to compare the two. But the difference is firstly time, right?
Okay.
After Arteta's first 2 seasons, people were saying Arteta out. Ole had 2 seasons, right? And then he had the half one. Then what changed? You said that, yeah, Ole was finishing higher, but not that clear plan. To me, with Ole, there was actually clear progression until we signed Ronaldo. And that's what changed things. And if you listen to Ole's podcast as well, he said that was the mistake he made that actually changed the progression of the team.
Did he sign Ronaldo?
Yeah.
He said he
agreed. He agreed
to it.
to it, but we all know that was from above anyway.
Because I'm saying, wasn't it Ole, Ragnick, and then Ten Hag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't Ronaldo join under Ragnick?
No, he joined on Oli.
He joined
on Oli.
on
Oli's
Oli,
last season, yeah.
It was that half and then half.
What happened was we were
Yeah.
progressing. We actually had a good season, the one before. Then Ronaldo came in. And people were thinking, people actually thought that we could win the title that year.
Oh,
if you
people?
remember.
Yeah.
Yes. No,
Don't
people
make me
did.
insert that clip of you.
Yeah, I thought we could as well.
don't leave it
I hear it. No, you know what? We did it.
So I had to make a quick video, yeah, because fam, I'm kind of gassed, innit? Seeing that the boy Ronaldo's returning home. So what, does this make us challengers now or what? Tell me, chat to me.
We did it. Put that clip in.
But that year we had Bruno, Pogba, Mason Greenwood, dare I say his name. We had Sancho, Rashford. We actually had a decent...
Casemiro join that?
Pogba.
No. We had a decent team. So
Varane, I see
the
it was
progression was there up until that time. But as I said, Arteta's had longer. So now it's easy to say that, yeah, Arteta's built up something and, clear progression. But Ole
The key
didn't have
point that
that
I
same
said
amount
as well
of
is
time.
if he does not win it within these next couple, seasons, if he does not get a trophy, a major trophy, then in my opinion...
So this season and next season?
Yeah.
First?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have another...
I do have another one.
Okay, cool. Well, you know the rules. You got 1 yellow for me.
One yellow.
You got 1 yellow. So
Still on.
Tread carefully. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and my next one is Jeremy Doku is an overrated player and Mikhailo Mudryk has higher potential than him. And the reason I say that is because I feel like Jeremy Doku has been found out. You're looking at other podcasts like Filthy Fellas, no shame to them, but they're putting him as the best winger in the Prem. I cannot believe that. No. Yes, raw talent, he's unbelievable. I respect it. But you need output. This is the Premier League. You're judged on those numbers. I appreciate he's young, but as is Mikhailo Mudryk. And at the end of the day, when Mudryk plays and he actually gets a run of games, the guy manages to have output. I think when you look at their numbers, Mudryk has 4 goals, 2 assists in the Premier League. And Doku has 2 goals, 5 assists. And he stat padded against... What was that team? I can't remember where they scored 5 goals.
Oh, probably against Sheffield or something.
Yeah, I think it was Sheffield, exactly, which everyone did. So, in my opinion, that's why I feel like he's overhyped and overrated as a winger in the Prem.
Whoa. Something going on.
I'm
not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't have anything to say about that one. It's a clean tackle. Can clearly see you got the ball. I think personally, I don't want to say he's overrated because it's still his first season, And some players, it's just a thing where their first season they take a bit of time to acclimatise to the Premier League, and especially under Pep, it usually takes them about a season and a half, maybe even 2 seasons to really get punching. So I don't say he's overrated, but I do get what you mean. You can't put him best winger. I don't even think you can put him top 3, maybe not even top 5.
Agreed. Literally, I agree.
Whoa.
I think he might make top 5. But
if you're talking about top 5 left wingers, then yeah. But if you just talk...
wingers in general.
If you're talking wingers in general, because they said wingers, right?
Yeah, wingers.
Yeah, you can't put him top 5. There's no way.
Okay.
What's your thoughts?
I think... I agreed with you when you said that Doku's overrated. 100% I agree with you that. But then when you say Mikhailo Mudryk has a higher ceiling than him, I don't know. I don't know with that one. That one.
Listen, but Arsenal fans themselves say that if Mudryk was at their club, he would be unbelievable. He would be the truth. They thought that he would really brush aside Martinelli, which, in my opinion, is even a disrespect to Martinelli.
I didn't even really think he brushed them aside.
But online, there was that rhetoric there.
I thought it was going to be a sort of like they're both around the same age. They're both kind of like explosive players. So it's going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I just feel like Mudryk. I can't lie. He's so hot and cold. My opinion on him changes almost every single week, and that's the emotion of a Chelsea fan. But at the end of the day, you can see the guy's talented, man. That goal against Newcastle is talent.
And you can't train that. Those type of like that instinctive dribbling and decision making, you can't really train.
And what people say about him when you watch the Chelsea training videos, when you see what people say, apparently he's one of the most unbelievable finishers in training. So I feel like it's just taking time for it to tick. And he's actually putting up decent numbers now in the amount of games that he gets. He scored vital goals. It seems like he likes to play against Newcastle because his goal against Newcastle in the League Cup is actually what got us towards the final. Yeah. And now we're pushing towards European places because of his goal the other day. So I feel like he's a decent player.
He's one of those players that's got that.
Do you think before we move on, do you feel like if you picked Doku and put him in your Chelsea team, that you wouldn't do better than Mudryk?
I don't think so because we've got players like that. Look at Noni. Noni's a baller,
they're different.
Bro, Noni's a baller. Noni's a direct player. Like Doku.
Doku's better than him.
He is better than him. I agree, but at the end of the day, when the issue at Chelsea is putting the ball in the back of the net, the issue is not creating chances. So I don't know how much more Doku will be doing when he's not doing that at City.
But because every team sits back against City, so he doesn't have that space to run at players as much.
I don't know though. I do get what you mean, but again, it's first season.
It is fair enough.
But Mike, you got a hot take for us?
To be fair, I think this hot take is not even too bad.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we kind of spoke about it the other day. So
which one are you reading? Number 1 or number 2?
I'm reading my first one.
Okay.
I'm reading my first one.
Right. Well, you know the rules. You got 60 seconds on the clock. Starting now.
Right. So my hot take is that the players that we love, the streets don't forget players. So such as like Ronaldinho, our Henrys, our Rooneys, our Kakas, our Ibrahimovic. They all struggle to make the top 15 of all time. Okay. Now, when I talk about these players, yes, they are legends and they might be legends of their respective clubs. But then when we put into context the players that come before them in the top 10, there's names like obviously our R9s, our Messi, our Ronaldos, our Maradonas, our Zidans and stuff like that. And then we go into the other players that still kind of, I feel like, earned their place before our streets won't forget players. So players like Modric, Iniesta, even at the moment, De Bruyne, we've got our Maldinis, our Nestas, our Xavis, our Sinchenkos. I feel like it's hard to put our streets don't forget loving type of players in the top 15. I think they struggle.
So, I was, talking with my fellow official. And, there was one thing you said to me. It did look a bit high. Yeah, a little high. It did look a bit high. So I think we're both going to give you a yellow card there, mate. Because, at first, I could hear you. And then you just went out of whack. I heard man say Maldini, Nesta, Zinchenko. Like the examples were a bit outlandish out there. I mean, I do kind of
can I explain myself?
Let me finish. You said top 15 players of all time.
Of all time.
Now, I can at least vouch for 2 of those players out of the first ones that you mentioned, because you did say Ronaldinho, Kaká, Thierry, Ibrahimovic and whatnot.
And Rooney.
Yeah. When it comes to top 15 of all time, at least 2 of them get in there. And that's Ronaldinho and Thierry Henry.
Okay.
At the very least, those 2 get in there. I'm not going to say they're top 2 or whatever, but they get in that top 15. And then, you went on to start talking about some other outlandish names. Zinchenko, I heard.
I think you meant Shevchenko.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's not what I said.
You said Zinchenko.
Okay, because I was thinking...
I didn't mean Zinchenko.
Wrong Ukrainian?
Shevchenko.
Okay,
no, did I actually say that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Come on. Why would I say Zinchenko?
Well, the VAR's there. Luckily.
No, you named defenders and said...
These players that I mentioned have won a Ballon d'Or. The Modric has won a Ballon d'Or. Shevchenko has won a Ballon d'Or. Who else did I say that's won a Ballon d'Or? I mean, Ronaldinho is one of the players that, I can maybe see put in there, but I still think he's towards the end of that top 15. Do you know what I mean?
What? So you think, in your opinion, like the Modric would be higher, in your opinion?
They'll be between 10 or let's say 8 to 15.
But to be fair with you, I feel like Ronaldinho is probably top 10.
No.
You could probably... You could probably.
I couldn't put him
You could
top
even
10.
make an argument that he might even be top 5.
So a lot of people
no.
would. You saying no?
Not top 5. Not top
Not top
5.
five.
No, I'm
Not
saying
top
you can
5.
make an argument that he could be like 5th or 4th.
It's a flawed argument.
That's
It's a flawed argument because there are easily 5 players better than Ronaldinho. CR7,
Okay.
Messi,
Okay.
R9,
Okay.
Maradona,
Okay.
Pele.
Yeah.
Then I go to Zidane. Those are 6 players better than Ronaldinho already,
you
and I can
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
count more.
Zidane's
Think
better.
Zidane was better?
100%.
Yeah, Zidane was better, man.
And you know what? Yeah, calm.
Ah, fair.
But you do get what I could say. You could potentially say 5. And do you know, I don't want to say I don't like to count Pele and Maradona only because I'm talking about players of all time that I can actually remember watching.
for.
At these, you know what I mean?
But it's still
Vouch for
all
them.
time though.
I
Literally
do
all
get it.
time.
But
Yeah.
if you're
I
talking
mean,
all time,
Football goes beyond our generation.
if you go
it does.
all time, you're gonna start including people like Bobby Moore,
George Best.
Beckenbauer,
Let's do
Best,
it. Let's do it.
Zico, all of these guys.
And I still feel like they might go in. They might go in.
What? Bobby Moore and that above Ronaldinho?
I can't. No,
but no.
George
Sir Bobby Charlton.
Someone back there might say. Do you know what I mean? Someone back there might say. I never got to see him
I'll
in
tell you
live
that, Bobby
flesh,
Moore.
innit?
Oh, I tell you that Bobby Moore is.
Yeah.
He won us the World Cup, West Ham did.
Cool.
That's hilarious.
You did get a yellow, so you do
I
have
don't
the
think I
chance
deserve
to,
that yellow, but you know.
do have a chance to, redeem yourself fully and read your second hot take. So go ahead, Max. The floor is yours. 3, 2, 1.
Right, my second hot take is that I believe that the Ballon d'Or is arguably easier to win nowadays than it was between 15 to 20 years ago. And the reason I say that is that nowadays I feel like a lot of the time accolades are given to players with stats, and I'm a victim of this. I am a victim of this. I do bring up stats a lot of the time, but stats and PR, and I think that and social media presence stuff, and I think that all goes into who is the best player in the world. Okay, and the reason I say this is that back 15 to 20 years ago, I think we saw proper footballers that have an all-round game, whereas nowadays we have specialists in certain positions, and that might mean how the game of football is going in terms of having people that are only good at scoring in the box and people that are only good at crossing and stuff like that. I feel back in the day you had to be an all-round player through the eye test and be like, that is the best player in the world. And I feel like nowadays it's just given to the person with the best stats or the best PR at the time, and that's it.
You know what? I actually agree.
Yeah.
But to be fair with you, there is the argument to be had that even still 15, 20 years ago, that was kind of part of it. I'm bringing up some of my personal bias here. But for example, Nedved winning the Ballon d'Or over Thierry Henry the season that he went invincible and shattered the record 30 and 20 and whatnot. There was a lot of people, even during that period of time. You know what? You see when Mike Dean was talking about, I do things to help my mate. He's not helping me here. He's not helping me here. But I'm saying like, so there have been times that potentially they've said, he is the best player in the world. Because even when you think about, what was it? I think it was Cannavaro in 2006 that won the Ballon d'Or. Maybe there was someone else that they could have said, you know what? He's actually the best player in the world, but obviously because of what Cannavaro won and the leadership and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? There might be people that at the time who are really watching football and were like, there's an argument to be had. But I do get what you're saying.
Not even to dwell on the topic too much because I think everyone pretty much agrees, but I don't really respect the Ballon d'Or as like an award organization because when they did Lewandowski dirty, when they could have just given it to him in that COVID season,
they made a whole new award just to give it to him,
and then then they gave it to Modric when that's probably the season Messi should have won it, and then when Messi did win it, Lewandowski was still in for the shout. So it's become quite weird now, and
even last year's one,
exactly.
Even last year's one for Messi, that was purely PR.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like we don't know what dates it covered. Like even the FIFA World's Men Best Player, like all these different trophies. I don't think fans cared too much about it anymore.
It's a bit of a strange one, but.
So I made it. I think that's our first time making it.
Progression, growth. Right. So, do you want to go or should I go?
I can go.
All right. Well, Raph is going to take the hot seat, and he will be back with his hot take. Right, Raph. It's been a while. It's been a while since you've been in the hot seat.
It has been a while.
You stepped back. Did some learning.
Yeah.
Helped me with some officiating.
Yeah.
Last time you did get sent off.
Exactly.
First game back.
That's fine.
I'm
I'm here.
here.
I'm here.
All right. Well, you're familiar with the rules.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
My hot take is that Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne will go down as a better player all time than Ronaldinho. The reasons why are we're living in the time of Kevin De Bruyne. Ronaldinho is all nostalgia. So we're just thinking, yeah, Ronaldinho, we've always known him as as one of the greatest players. And yes, he is one of the greatest players of all time.
I'll tell you.
But look at Kevin De Bruyne. 5 Premier Leagues. The treble. What more needs to be done? Tell me.
Oh my
getting off it.
days.
I
Really?
would have said you.
That's fine.
But it's definitely
Check
a
the
high
stats.
challenge.
Check the stats.
No. See, now,
Don't do the stats.
Exactly.
Thing. Stop doing the stats.
From a United fan, this is brazy.
Check the stats.
No. It's
So
not.
what-
It's not because you know what Paul Bogle said about United fans and their ball knowledge. We already know this.
That's
Oh.
fine. And now look at him. But cool. You're saying about the stats.
Hey,
You're saying
BLM.
don't look at the stats, yeah?
Yes.
But even eye test. Even eye
Eye
test.
test.
I think it's very
Yes.
close. Hold on.
Even
I think it's
eye
closer
test.
than you guys are giving credit for.
Eye
But,
test.
Yes, man.
But
Even eye
wait, Ras,
test.
the reason why I
Yes.
give you a yellow, Ronaldinho won a Ballon d'Or. He won a Ballon d'Or.
You just said yourself that the Ballon d'Or, and we all just said it now.
He
the
said
Ballon
a
d'Or.
I said
lot
it's
of it easier to win now.
Now.
So what's your point?
That
won
it
it
was
when it
harder
was
to win when
difficult.
Ronaldinho won it.
Exactly.
And he won it.
And even
amongst those great players.
Even what Michael was saying, exactly, with the amount of players that because he won it, 2005. At the time of, please, don't even let me start releasing out the players.
R9 was playing, bro.
that's-
These
Isn't
are
that
good
true?
players.
That's true,
R9,
but then that means you're talking
Thierry,
about
Figo,
one. That
Raul,
means
I
you're
can
talking
even
about
go
one.
on.
That means you're talking about one season. Then
But what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say it's close, or are you trying to say like Kevin De Bruyne? Like,
I'm saying it's close, but I think Kevin De Bruyne will end up going down as a greater player
No.
than Ronaldinho.
No.
this goes back to the
No.
argument
I
that
think
Hazard
so.
kind of made though. Of
No,
like pure
I think
football
so.
and
Wait.
football, man.
Can I ask a question? Why is he still here? I've sent you off, mate.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have been
he's
sent
I've sent
off.
you off.
You have been sent off.
No. That is an egregious
2
crime.
games in a row.
That is an egregious crime.
Yeah, that's the like 9-match ban now, bro.
Oh.
Stop
Stop talking.
no,
Stop
no, no,
talking.
no, no.
Stop talking.
Because soon
You're
enough,
gone. You're
Soon
gone.
enough, you know, this is why sometimes, you know, on a behalf of TFW, you know, as an official, I have to go and write to the FA about this.
This
You know,
is
I have to go and
crazy.
appeal his case. I have to pay a fine.
You know what it is. Like I say it's closer than we're thinking. However, at the moment, I don't think, even if De Bruyne's career is not over, but I think even when he finishes his career, I don't think he's gonna end up getting a Ballon d'Or.
But you know, exactly. And you know what it is? Obviously, there are some players that are crazy that never won the Ballon d'Or, which we understand. However, he said as a better player all time, Kevin De Bruyne will go down ahead of Ronaldinho.
I don't think so.
That is
No,
crazy.
that
If
is-
you said a
that
better playmaker, cool. I can,
Yeah.
you know,
There's attributes to his game that's
Exactly,
better,
we
but
can
there
do
was a
that.
time where Ronaldinho, people
Stop talking.
No,
Stop.
dribbling. So why's this guy talking?
Coach,
Hey,
you have to leave. No, actually leave now. Actually leave
Coach,
now.
can you get a word? Can you get a hold of your player? He's flipping.
let's wrap it up, boys.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna read a hot take, but I don't even know if I'm in the temperament for it. I don't even know.
Nah, yeah. Two
know,
games in a row.
Let me,
That's it.
Let me sit into the hot seat and maybe see if, you know, maybe it's the seat that's crazy. I don't know. It could be
Alright,
that.
Let's see. All right, mids, hot seat. You're back. You ready?
Yes, sir. I am ready. 100%.
Right. What we're gonna do? 60 minutes on the clock. You know what it is.
60 seconds.
What did I say? Minutes. 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Right. So my hot take is, I believe when we're talking about the best midfielders, not only in the world but also in the league, I think Bruno Fernandes is one of the most overrated ones that we're talking about. You know, we on TFW here, I got slandered for claiming that Odegaard is better than Bruno Fernandes. You know, when we did the top rankings of the top 6 midfielders, you know, I put Odegaard above Bruno. I put Odegaard in third, and I was getting cooked for some reason by these United fans saying that, you know, Bruno's clear of him. Oh, look, chances created, you know, shot creating actions, all these field tilt. I don't give a toss about all of that.
Ball
sort of stuff,
carrier
yeah?
movements.
Ball carrier movements. When we're talking about playmakers, yeah, your creator in chief, whether they're 8 or a 10, you know this yourself. Odegaard is a much better footballer than Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, all of those chances created and shot creating actions, don't forget, Bruno Fernandes takes all set pieces for Man United. Those counts as chances created. Odegaard doesn't take corners. He barely takes free kicks. Declan Rice is on free kicks now. Saka's on corners.
Right.
And when
That's your time. That's your time. That's your time.
Say no more. Red.
You said most overrated in the world. He's most overrated midfielder.
I said.
When we're talking midfielders in the world, he's one of the most
I said-
You have
overrated.
two different arguments. Firstly, you're saying he's the most overrated player, or he's so overrated. Secondly, you went into comparing him and Odegaard.
Well, what is your point?
My point.
What is your point?
My point?
Before I send you off.
My point is that Bruno Fernandes, when we're talking about best playmakers, he is one of the most overrated
In the world.
in the world.
Okay.
In the world.
He stood by it.
Why is that red? As a playmaker, he's one of the best in
And
the
why?
world.
He creates chances all the time as a playmaker. If you're talking about as a midfielder in general,
As a
that's
midfielder,
different. If you're
maybe
talking
get a
about
yellow.
specifically as a playmaker, he's not overrated. He's not rated enough. So off you go.
He's not
On
rated
your
enough?
trot, on your
Off you
trot,
go.
On your trot.
Off you go.
Early shower on your trot. As a playmaker.
As a playmaker is
On your
crazy.
trot. Early showers for you, mate. On your trot.
Early
I'm gonna be
shower.
writing. The people are gonna hear it.
It's okay.
When you talk about literally, you're right, Raf. When you talk about playmakers in the world, Bruno's not rated enough. He makes so many chances for Man United. When we talk about midfielders, I will hear it. You might get a yellow from me. But he's one of the best playmakers in the world, alongside De Bruyne, alongside Modric. These are great players.
De Bruyne.
He said Modric.
Wait. Alongside De Bruyne and
He is one of the best playmakers in the world. Playmakers.
Wrap this bitch up, man.
Wait, alongside
Modric.
and De Bruyne.
Yes.
Alongside.
Not as in better, not better. Wait, why are you even talking though? First and foremost, why are you even talking? Why are you even talking? Secondly, I don't know why you're laughing. Because are you telling me as a playmaker, not player,
He's not alongside. He's
midfielder?
not alongside. He's a two
All right.
below.
So what De Bruyne thinks in terms of playmakers is invalid. Being one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. Him saying that Bruno's over the Odegaard. His own words in terms of playmakers.
All right, yeah.
But I don't mean
That was
nothing.
at the start of the season, though. Near the start of the season.
What are we actually talking about then? One of the best midfielders, if not the best midfielders in the world, said that he rates Bruno Fernandes as one of the best playmakers in the world. And we're not hearing it.
Fair
What are
enough.
we talking
Fair enough.
about?
That's his opinion and I have mine.
Fuck off, man. Just fuck off. You, bro, go. Off
You know,
go.
or just for
Off you
laughing.
go.
Just for laughing,
Off you
ref.
go.
I didn't even do
Yeah,
nothing.
But that's the sin.
Yeah, free.
Waste man.
It's cool.
What do you think, ref?
I think to say he's alongside De Bruyne is a bit of a drag. It's a bit of a drag.
You know when you say alongside, I'm not saying he's better, or I'm not saying that the gap's not there. The gap's there, but if we're talking about, for example, if we was to rank the top 5, Bruno is in there in terms of playmakers, so he's alongside.
But it's not really. But there's levels in it.
Yeah, of course there's levels.
And the levels mean that De Bruyne is a completely different level to
100%.
Bruno.
Not saying that's different.
So that's different to being alongside. Because the reason why they're not alongside is De Bruyne's consistency. Bruno may try it more, but De Bruyne 9 times out of 10 gets the pass right. But anyway, let's save that argument for another day.
Will.
So let's bring them back. Yeah, just close the
Let's
video.
go
Let's
back.
bring them back.
Let's come back.
Let me end the video. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree? Is Bruno one of the best playmakers in the world? Is he one of the best midfielders in the world? Or is he overrated and actually maybe we're just being a bit too biased as Man United fans? Comment on the other takes as well. And feel free to follow on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Leave a like, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Peace.